Okay, it's live.
Hold on a second.
Sure. Oh, yeah, of course I need to pull up my quiz now.
Somebody's knocking at my door, and I don't want my kids to answer it, so I will be right back.
Sure, no problem. That's fine. We can wait.
So have you started filling in your quiz?
I have, and did you?
Yes, I'm almost finished. It's just throwing me off because they're not in the
They're
same
not the
number.
same. I know.
I'm like, hold on.
Well, and then the answers are not in the same order either. Like
No.
the questions are not the same and the answers are not the same. And there are a couple, or just at least one that was absolutely different. Like not absolutely, but I can't remember which one it is. I'll point it out, I'm sure, when I get to it. But yeah, the answer was different. Unless I...
Yeah, but I feel like it skipped somewhere. I'm down to question 22.
Uh-huh.
And it's all of a sudden on my paper, I'm still doing the bone density answers.
Yeah,
but on the quiz, it's the used Hummers.
Yeah, it definitely went off.
You're like, yeah, it's awesome.
No, it's not awesome.
No one. Yeah. Perfect. Well, I just thought I was doing it one after the other, but maybe I should have been reading closer. Oh, they're there. Okay.
So how do you feel about taking the test? Do you feel like you're kind of ready or?
No.
No.
I don't. I feel like I need to review all of the past stuff.
Uh-huh.
What we're doing right now, I feel pretty confident in.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I can't say I'm 100%, but.
No, I feel pretty good about it though.
Yeah.
So now I just need to go back for some of the simple things that they ask, You know
that we can use our previous cheat sheet.
Yeah, I got to come up with a better cheat sheet. Mine wasn't very good last time.
Oh, really? Okay.
I didn't really use it.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hey.
That's okay.
We're just talking about our cheat sheets.
Oh.
I was just saying, I need to improve mine.
So we're allowed to write on the flowchart side, right? And fill in all those boxes?
Yeah.
And still use the back side?
Yes. But he said that if we want, we can just, he said you can use the flowchart side and the front of another side. So if you want, what I'm doing is just putting, using my flowchart and then using my previous cheat sheet.
I just added a little bit to my other one. So
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Should we just start with question 2, I guess we are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Open it real quick.
Sure.
Okay, I'm ready. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'll start if no one else cares.
Sure.
Number 2, given a 90% confidence interval of 45 and 105 for the mean heart rate, which of the following is the best interpretation of this confidence interval? And I put B, we are 90% confident that the true mean heart rate is between 45 and 105.
Yes.
That's what I put too.
Okay. It's never going to say there's a 90% chance of anything. Like we've never talked about that, right? And we've never said all people of whatever. Okay. All right, just checking.
Yep. Never.
All right, I'll go next.
Okay.
Question 3. The researchers decided to construct a confidence interval to determine if the difference of the means is significant. To determine whether the confidence interval would be reliable, they create QQ plots for both random samples and see that they are approximately normal. Are the requirements for constructing a confidence interval satisfied? Why or why not? Well, they selected randomly, and the QQ plots came out normal. So I put mine are in a different order than on the quiz. So yes, the distribution of the mean of each sample is normal since the data have been determined to be normal.
That's what I put.
That's what I put as well.
Okay.
Let's call it good.
Uh-huh. All right. So question 4. Of the 4 types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for this experiment? So I did the confidence interval for the difference of means using independent samples.
That's what I put.
Okay.
Number 5, a researcher is interested in estimating the savings account balance of customers at a large bank. She obtains the savings account balance of a random sample of 30 customers. A 95% confidence interval for the mean savings account of bank customers is found to be in that range. Which of the following would produce a confidence interval with a smaller margin of error than this 95% confidence interval? And I said obtain a balance of 90 bank customers rather than 30.
That's what I got.
Because increasing the sample size will decrease the margin of error.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, number 6. A factory makes propeller drive shafts for ships. A quality assurance engineer at the factory needs to estimate the true mean length of the shafts. She randomly selects 4 drive shafts made at the factory, measures their lengths, and finds their sample mean to be 1,000 millimeters. The lengths are known to follow a normal distribution whose standard deviation is 2 millimeters. Calculate a 95% confidence interval for the true mean length of the shafts. Input your answers for the margin of error, lower bound and upper bound. So for question 6, I gotta turn my page. The margin of error, I got 38,416.
Okay, I did it wrong.
Me too.
Hang on, my 6 is not the same as on the.
It's not.
No, it isn't.
That's not good.
Because you don't have to. First, it doesn't ask for the margin of error on the homework one.
Okay, I didn't realize they were different questions. So
Yes,
I've got to figure
they
this out.
are. They are. It's frustrating. I got for my margin of error 1,000.
I did too.
Jody, and I did it by adding the 2 confidence intervals up and dividing by 2, which is what we've done in the past, or what you've taught me to do in the past, because I could never get it.
Okay, I'll have to work on that one afterwards.
Well, you can do it now because
We're fine.
the confidence interval is there for us, so you would just have to add those together and divide by 2.
All right, my brain is just not functioning. Go ahead and go to the next one.
Okay, I understand. It happens to me when I'm flustered too, when I'm like under the gun. Yeah.
Right. Right. But for that answer, I got 1,000
Mm-hmm. I did
because
too.
I added the confidence intervals together and then divided by 2.
So the confidence interval, did you guys do that through just on paper or through S? No, you can't do it
Through
through
the
S.
To get the
SPSS,
confidence.
Yeah.
but the intervals are on our question number 5 of our prep assignment that we had.
So you can get those numbers right there without having to go back and do it.
That's where I'm confused. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And they add up to be 2,000.
Now I get, okay.
Divide it by 2 and you get 1,000.
We're like waiting for a point, but
I know, and all of a sudden it's easy. It's like, wait a second, are you sure this is right? 1,000?
Because I was looking at number 6 and that was, okay, I'm just confusing myself. Hey, I understand what we're doing now.
Yeah, that's number 9 on this one.
I didn't go through the actual quiz. I just did it on paper, so I didn't realize the questions were different.
They are off.
Right.
And a couple of the problems it asks for different, or at least one I noticed it asks for something different, so we have to be careful on that.
right. Hey, real quick, is Julius trying to join us?
Oh, let me check.
He just said hi.
Oh, Julius. Hello? I don't see him anywhere.
No, it's on the little text. If you go to the...
Oh, I see. Right. Shoot.
How can he Sometimes if I just click on the green area on my Gmail, it'll join me.
Well, if he's logged in as his Gmail account, you think he could just, yeah.
Click on it and come.
Uh-huh.
We'll try inviting him again.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Julius, I don't see anything so far. Do you either? I'm not even seeing the chat.
Let me reply to him. And,
Yeah, just let him know that.
just deleted it instead of clicking on the tab.
Oh, there he is, Julius. Are you there? Maybe. I see his picture.
saw
There
that.
he is.
Came
Julius.
up.
Yes.
Woohoo!
You're here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Today I'm fortunate to join you.
Yay!
Finally.
Cool. So we started just a little bit ago, but we haven't completed. We were only up to, I don't know, 7, number 6.
6 as far as we gotten, yeah.
So if you want, we can just go over those answers just really quickly, the answers themselves, if you want.
Oh, okay.
Or do you want to tell us what you got?
After the next 2 bus stop. Akwai only bank uri.
Have you started the quiz yet?
Akwai next but uri answer na Fise Junction.
I don't.
Akwai
Yes,
yes.
for me. Okay. So
Have you started the quiz yet, Julius?
yeah, I'm trying to like open up the page and then. So what I will do is that maybe you guys will you wait and then what I will do is to just answer to confirm the answers from you up to where you stopped.
Okay,
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Okay.
You don't need to read the answers that you got, and then we'll just.
Just a minute. Oh. Sorry for the delay. I'm still there. Okay. Question. So question number 1. Please, are you still there?
Yes, we are still here. I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Group meeting, please.
So Julius, generally what we've done in the
So,
past is we've just opened up our quizzes and tried to complete them as much as possible before the meeting, and then we'll read over the answers that we got. Have you had a chance to look over the quiz?
yeah,
Okay,
I did that.
great.
So I don't know if I should I go ahead.
Sure. Just tell us the answers that you got on numbers 2 through 6, because that's as far as we've come, and then we can go ahead and continue on where we each take a turn taking one problem.
Number 2, I got the first option, which is A. He said we are 90% confident that the true mean heart rate is between 45 and 105.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at that because we got a different answer.
No, that's the right one, but it's the second one down on our quizzes.
Right. Oh, I see. That the true mean heart rate is between 45 and 105. Are you referring to the one that's on your worksheet, Julius?
Yes.
Because it's different on the worksheet than it is on the quiz on the computer. So just make sure you mark the correct thing that it.
Because my question number 2, it says, oh, it's not lesson 15.
Yeah, it's lesson 15. I think you got the
Yes.
right answer.
The question,
It's just in a different
Yeah.
order for some reason. We are 90% confident that the true mean heart rate is between 45 and 105. And that's what you put, right?
yes.
Okay, so that's right.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't follow the worksheet exactly as you followed the quiz, because they are not in the same order.
Okay. Okay. Then
And the numbers are not the same either.
okay.
I mean, the order of the
Okay.
problems.
Then number 3, I chose yes. The distribution of the mean of each sample is normal since the data has been determined to be normal.
That's what we put as well.
Correct.
Then number 4, I chose the last option. I chose the confidence interval for the difference of means using independent sample.
Correct.
And then number 5, I chose obtain the balances of 90 bank customers rather than 30.
Great. That's what we put.
Number 6. For number 6, mine answer that I got was 998.040 against 1001.960.
Okay, so just be careful on that one because that's the answer for number 7 and 8, but the number
Okay.
6 is asking for the margin of error, which is not asked on the
Yeah.
on the homework.
Number 6 is about the margin of error. Yeah. So what I mentioned was rather for 7 and 8. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Because I did the calculation aside. So now we are in margin of error. The margin of that actually gave me some trouble. I'm struggling with that.
Me too. In the past, I've struggled, but our lovely group has helped me to understand the margin of error. To calculate the margin of error, all you have to do is add the two confidence intervals, so the 98.040 plus, the two confidence intervals together, or the upper and the lower bound, and then divide by 2.
Oh, okay.
And don't put the negative in. Keep
Yeah.
them both positive. This one, it doesn't matter. But
Oh, that's a good thing to remember, though. Thank you for that reminder, Jody.
Okay. So I think we can. I don't know, but it would be like 38416.
That's the answer for number 9, right?
right.
Is-
For number
I'm
6, we
looking at
got 1,000.
error. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, please go ahead.
So for number 6, we got the margin of error is 1,000, because if you add the upper and the lower bounds of the
Interval.
confidence interval, then you divide that by 2. So we got 2,000, and then divided by 2 is 1,000 for number 6.
Yep. And that's as far as we got. Right?
Yeah. I think, well, except that we've already discussed what 7 and 8 were, but it sounds like he got this. What did you get for? Yeah, you already told us what you got for 7 and 8, Julius, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then number 9, you said 38416, 38,416.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Does someone want to take number 10?
Sure. I'll take it.
Okay.
All right. So number 10. Do you want me to just give you the answer?
Sure.
Sure. I know. Okay, so I got the null hypothesis is mu equals 1250, and the alternative hypothesis is mu is less than 1250.
That's what I put, and that's the last option
Yeah.
in my quiz.
Did we lose Meredith? I just haven't heard her.
Hello, Meredith? I see that she's there, but her microphone is off.
Sorry, I had to mute my microphone when my kids.
That's okay.
I
That's
forgot to
okay.
unmute it. I'm just going
making sure
ahead
we
and
didn't lose-
inputting my answers. So I was.
I figured. So did you hear that last one, number 10?
Yeah, I'm scrolling back to it. Yeah, I got the equal
The
and
last
the less
option.
than.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go on with number 11. In its statistical test of hypotheses, we say we reject the null hypothesis with the significant level of significance alpha if the p-value is less than alpha.
Correct. Now that was worded completely differently in our homework one.
Yes, I noticed that, and I put a little note next to it just so that I made sure to be careful on every question.
But it's still the same answer. It's just it was worded differently.
Oh yeah.
So
This is confusing me. Okay, well I'll go ahead and do the next one.
Okay.
Question 12. A group of statistics students want to determine if students in some apartment buildings get better grades than students in other apartment buildings. They collect GPAs from an anonymous random sample of size 15 from each of 4 different apartment buildings. The data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers, and the sample variances are nearly equal. Can they use an ANOVA hypothesis test to answer their question? I said, yes, it's enough that the data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers and the sample variances are nearly equal.
That's what I put.
Is that right? Okay.
I think so.
Doubting
That's
every question.
okay,
those
but
I know. But
here's
those
my
are the-
question. Here's my random question though. That's is it said that the data is bell-shaped. And I was like, ANOVA is not bell-shaped.
The
But-
results won't be, but the data.
The data is normally distributed
Okay.
by being
But-
bell-shaped.
But
That's
the
a good
results will be
question.
right skewed.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that threw me off. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, that's a good question, but that makes sense that the data is normally distributed, but you're right that the results would be right skewed.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that right? Maybe now I'm doubting myself on
I
that
think
too.
so.
Oh my goodness, I need to go take a nap.
Oh,
Well, I kind of feel like they threw that in there to throw us off,
Mm,
you know, but
But none of the other answers would fit. Because the standard deviation,
right. Because they should have adequate
they would.
data with how much they had.
I think that it's right, but I could be wrong. I'm going to go with it. What do you think,
Yeah, I'm
Julius?
sticking with it. But
With the answers, well, I feel yes, that was what I chose. Like, yes, it is
Enough
enough
data.
that the data for each apartment building are bell-shaped with no outliers and the same variances are nearly equal.
Okay.
All right, we'll stick with it.
okay.
Majority rules, maybe.
Right?
I guess.
We voted. We get the question
Doesn't always
right. No.
work, but sometimes at least we have two chances. Okay.
Okay, is it
Julius,
my
do you wanna
turn? I
take
don't
the
know.
next- I think it's Julius.
Oh, it's my turn.
But if you want, you can just
Hi,
read the
Julie.
answer. I think we can read the answers
God,
on
I'll
this.
do. Only guy among ladies. A medical researcher is working on a new. Should I read all the questions?
No, I think it's okay just to read the answers. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
At least,
Okay.
especially in these
And then if
long
we have
ones.
any questions, we can go back and read it and see if there's new
Sure.
Okay, I
questions.
feel it is.
Okay.
I feel committed a type. How do we call that? Is it I or A?
One.
Or-
It's one.
okay. Type
Roman
1
numeral.
It's a Roman
Yeah.
numeral one I though, but you're right. It's
Yeah.
one
So
error.
it's type 1. Yeah.
That's what I put. Is that what you guys got?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a type 1 error.
Uh-huh. The first one. Okay, I think is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 14, at the level of
I think-
significance. Oh, what? Go ahead. Did you say something? Oh, okay. If the level of significance alpha is made very small, thereby making the probability of committing a type 1 error very small, what happens to the probability of a type 2 error? I put the first one, by reducing the probability of committing a type 1 error, we increase the probability of committing a type 2 error. Is that? That's
what
my
I put.
understanding of errors. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. All right, is it my turn?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think. Okay. So this one we had to actually test the hypothesis. Had to do the Z score. Anyway, so I rejected the hypothesis in the end because my p-value was lower.
That's what I put.
Reject the null,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you
The
go.
bottom
Never
one.
reject the alternate. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. 16. You'd like to look at the mean number of hours worked for wages, and male and female students. So that would be an independent samples t-test.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Julius, do you want to take 17?
17. Okay. Do I have to read all the questions?
No.
No, you can just do the answer.
With the answers, I would go. It's dependent sampling. If you select a brother so as to compare his academic achievement to his sister, you must include the sister in your study.
Yes.
I agree.
Question 18. Of the four types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for this situation? I put confidence interval for mu when sigma is unknown.
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I got too.
All right.
Because I think that one just had one row of data. That was it. I didn't have a lot with that one.
Yeah.
All right, question 19. Determine margin of error for this 95% confidence interval. So I got 13.193.
That's what I got.
2.025.
Okay. So
This
19.
one you subtract because they're both positive numbers. You just need to find the difference between them and then half that. It's how much
Okay,
up and how much down it went from in between the two numbers. So it couldn't be 13.
Okay. Hold on. I'm confused on that, I guess. It's how much of the difference there is between the two number? Like, how is that different from?
The mean is somewhere in between those two numbers. So it's somewhere in between 11 point something and 15 point something. So roughly 13 point something. And then you're trying to figure out how far up and how far down it goes to get to those two upper and lower bounds. So
Okay,
the margin of error has to be less than the difference of the two numbers. The reason we added the other time is because one of the numbers was negative.
Yeah.
So if they're both positive, you subtract them.
Okay, so how do I
Think
do
of them
this?
being on a number line.
So,
And you've got 11 on the number line, you've got 15 on the number line, and your median, your mean is somewhere in between those two. And your margin of error is how far up and down you're going to get to those 11 and 15. So there's only about 4 in between, 4 numbers in between.
Right.
So your margin of error is going to be about half that, which would be about 2. And so if you
2 something.
subtract 11.168 from 15.217, you get whatever. And then divide it by 2.
Something.
it's 4.049.
So
and then I
that's the
divide
spread
that by
between them. Yeah, you divide that by 2, and that will give you the positive plus or minus 2.025.
5. Okay, so explain
Plus or
to me
minus
what is
what?
different.
What?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, say that again.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
I was just wondering. So the answer that you got was plus or minus.
You don't put
And we
the
have
plus
to-
or minus in, but a margin of error is a plus or minus number.
Right. Okay.
So you're going up, you're going down 2.025 and up 2.025 to get your confidence intervals.
Okay.
Okay,
So the first time we talked about this, one of the confidence interval had a negative number and a positive number. So when you think of that on a number line,
it's really
you
long.
have to add
space.
them together
Yeah.
to get both sections of that number line. I have to visualize it in my head.
Yeah, that makes sense to
They're both
visualize it that
positive
way.
numbers. You just subtract them to get the difference between the two.
Okay.
So then did we do number 5 wrong? When we figured out the margin of error, well, it's actually number 6 on this one.
Let me go.
It's number 6 on the quiz.
So you take, yes, since they're both positive numbers, you'd subtract 1001.960 minus 998.040. That's the right one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the spread between them is only 3.92. So divide that by 2. Your margin of error is 1.96.
So we did it wrong.
We did it wrong. And so we have to do that if they're both positive numbers. That's what you're saying, right, Meredith?
Picture it on a number line where those two are, and if it crosses over to 0, you have to add them. If they're both negative, you subtract. If they're both positive, you subtract. But if you have a positive and a negative, you'd have to add them together. Does that make sense?
It does help. It does make sense to picture it on a number line. Yes, for sure. To see how far they are apart.
Number 6 is actually 1.96 then, is what we're saying.
If I've got the right confidence interval right marked on my
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, 998.040 and 1001.960. Yeah. So in between those two numbers is just a very small gap between 998 and 1001. So your margin of error is going to be fairly small.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, I'm so glad you're keeping us straight.
Me too.
I just wish I would have gone through this before the meeting. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do the questions ahead plus the ones we're on. So I'm
I know. Thank you.
okay. So where are we at now? I've got to scroll back down.
I got to scroll down. I don't know.
Were we on
19. Okay.
19.
Oh, okay. So the answer is
So-
2.025.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I think I went last. I don't know who went last.
I'm trying to find where I am on my worksheet now. That's that one, that one.
Julius, do you want to take number 20?
Okay, so that's 17 on the worksheet. Oh no, we're still on 16.
Well, we did. Okay. I know. It's
So
hard
we
for me
talked
to
about
keep
these.
track where we're at. So we are back up to which one for number 20?
Question 20.
Yeah, 20 and 21 are the lower and upper bound.
But
Which
we're
is
still
11. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I was just trying to figure out which study.
So 11.168 for 20 and 15.217 for 21.
That's what I've got.
Okay.
I'm so glad you guys are reading these out loud because I wasn't paying attention to the numbers and I was like, I got off somewhere with filling in the quiz, you know?
Yeah.
Looks like Julius lost us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
Yeah, I don't see him anymore either. It's too bad. Well, it's recorded, so
Oh, good.
I can send it to him.
Whose turn? Is it my turn?
Sure.
I don't know.
I know.
All right, this is the one about the Hummers in New York and
Uh-huh.
Los Angeles. I'm just comparing questions because of the four
Yes.
types of confidence intervals listed below, which one is appropriate for this situation? And I have confidence interval for the difference of means using independent samples.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Number 23, it wants to know the lower bound of this confidence interval. It is negative 423.
Yes. And the upper bound is 5417. You know, really quick, is that what you guys got?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to just send him an invite really quickly,
Okay.
just in case, if it's helpful for him to.
So for that one, since there's a negative and a positive,
Uh-huh.
to
We
do
would-
the margin of error, that's where you'd have to add them together. Because
Add
you
them
need
both
all of
together.
the 547 plus all of that negative 423.
And
on
so
an
you would,
underlined
yeah.
group together.
Okay, so you'd make it a positive 423, right? Like not make it a positive, but just add.
You'd ignore the
420.
negative and just add the two
Yeah.
together.
Okay, so that
Okay.
makes so much more sense. Yeah, that's
Thank
very
you.
helpful. Thank you.
So I would have gotten all those wrong on the
Me
test.
too.
And it's not the correct way to do it. You should figure it by whatever, but it's just easy.
And
Hey,
it sounds
I
like
know-
it works.
I know the long way. I prefer your way. Like,
As long as they give you the confidence interval, or you can figure out the confidence interval, then you can
yeah.
do that. As long
Yeah.
as your numbers are right. Okay. Was it my turn again then?
Sure.
Okay, this one's about bone density in rats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so question 25. What's the correct hypothesis test for this situation? And I have ANOVA test.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because they
Because
did
there were
three tests,
three.
3 groups.
3 groups. Okay.
Okay, so 26. Calculate the test statistic. I put 7.978.
I got.
Correct.
Okay.
Question 27, give the p-value. It was 0.002.
That's what I got.
Me too.
Okay. 28. Which of the following best expresses the conclusion of this test? Use the level of significance of alpha equals 0.05. Okay, so I have there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the bone density of at least one of the groups is different from the bone density of at least one of the other groups.
Correct.
Okay, hold on. It's not the mean bone density of at least one of the group. Wait, hold on. I put the fourth one, but you're saying it is the which one?
So we rejected the hypothesis, the null hypothesis.
So it's definitely sufficient evidence of something.
So correct. But the alternative hypothesis that always words there's at least one something. That's just
At least one of the groups is different from the
one of the
mean.
groups is different.
Yeah.
Was that the fourth choice?
Yeah, that is the fourth choice.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe I didn't follow along your reading. That's what I
Yeah.
put, and I was like, wait a second. How is it? I didn't. Okay.
I didn't
Got it.
know if you're about your homework part because there's different places.
Yeah. Okay. Question 29. What is the correct hypothesis for this situation? I put dependent samples test.
That's what I got.
Yes. All right, question 30, calculate the test statistic. I got 1.685.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the p-value is 0.096.
Yes. And number 32, which of the following best expresses the conclusion of this test? Use a level of significance of alpha equals 0.10. There is sufficient evidence to conclude that there is a difference in the mean cost of tickets purchased 14 days in advance compared to 90 days in advance. That's option B, or 2, the second option.
Got it.
That's what I got
so
too. I
we
just
filled them all in.
Okay. Okay, let's see how we did.
Got them all saved.
Did you guys already finish your homework quiz, right, from the last lesson?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a silly question. So, and I don't know how I got this one wrong. I must have second guessed myself or something, but one of them wanted to know, like, what does it mean when you say you're 95% confident?
Hold on. We got a couple of them wrong.
Yeah, well, I got one wrong.
Oh, wait.
Number 23 and 24.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I put the wrong thing in. 5, 4.
Yeah, 2 of them. Weird.
Which one?
See, I'm all just...
23 and 24.
Which correspond? Which ones?
The Hummer.
Yeah, what did they
upper and
correspond?
lower bound.
That's strange that we would all three get the wrong.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Unless.
23 and 24, and that's supposed to be under the Hummers
Yeah, it's number 18.
and New York data. Okay.
Sorry, I
It was the
interrupted you, Joe, because I
95%.
was distracted.
No, you're just totally fine. Thank you. No, we should focus on this.
What?
I'm just rereading it to make sure I didn't miss something. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just... That's so weird. All three of us would get that wrong, though.
Uh-huh.
It is. Let me, I'm just opening it up.
Through SPSS, or
Mm-hmm.
is that what you're doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, because yours isn't
Maybe that
working right now, huh?
Well,
okay,
I could
where
get
is
over
it?
there. I just thought if we watched each other, you know.
Yeah, figuring it out. I'm not seeing those 3 dots like I usually see. Or the option of sharing the screen. Is it because I'm live? No, that doesn't make sense.
Do you see on the left-hand side a green, like it looks
Yep.
kind of like a computer screen with an
There.
arrow?
Yep. Okay. Present to everyone. Do you want to see it, Meredith?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just afraid to click over to my SPSS and lose you guys, so
Yeah. I need to read the question again. Hold on.
that's fine. It's in the used Hummers.
It is question number 21, is it? Or just before question number 22?
For what, on the worksheet or
The quiz.
on the quiz itself?
I thought it was question number like 23.
Oh,
23 and 24.
Those are the ones we got wrong, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
creating a 95% confidence interval. Okay, so I'm going to go to SPSS. And we do an independent samples t-test, right? Because they're not at all related. And we are testing.
well, we want to
The
do
cost.
the difference, right?
Do we have to
Don't
do
you
the
have to do
difference on that?
I'm confusing myself.
No, that's only on the paired, right?
Okay, yeah, sorry. The word difference just messed me up there for a second. Okay.
I know, me too. And I noticed that in a couple of other questions.
Right, but these ones are independent, so we don't need to do the difference column.
Okay. So we are, what are we determining? I need to figure out.
So it's
The
the price.
Okay.
Based on city.
So we're testing the price and the grouping variable is the city.
But were we supposed to do the code city? Or
I did. The city code.
Oh, because we haven't, I didn't, does it give us? Oh, so I need to automatic.
yes,
Recode?
recode.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just ran it again and I got the same. Maybe we have to put in the decimals.
Did it have decimals?
SPSS gives you decimals and the worksheet didn't. So it's negative 423.158 and 5,417.256. So maybe it's because we've rounded them.
Can you give me those full numbers again, Meredith?
Yeah, so the lower is negative 423.158 and the upper is 5,417.256.
I bet that's it, because in all the other ones, we had decimals to enter into
Yeah.
our answers. But hey, we might as well just double check. Are you guys able to, since you bought the software, can you save your results from each of these things to refer back to?
I've never
Yes,
tried.
if you want to rename them, but I've never.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
just
use
curious.
Always ask if you want to save it.
Why would we have? Okay, so I see that. I see the confidence intervals. Why would all three of us not have added the decimals on there? Is that odd to you
Because I
guys?
just took mine right off the worksheet. I didn't.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we took that, yeah.
Let me just see. And what was the worksheet? Was it not? Did we calculate
It was
them?
just a multiple
Oh,
choice
the
without.
worksheet didn't give us. Gotcha. I wasn't looking at my worksheet.
Yeah,
That's kind of annoying.
I know, now we get to go through the whole thing.
Well, those were the only ones that we got wrong. So
I know. That's
you guys don't need
good.
me to screen share anymore, do you?
No, we're okay. Thank you.
All right, I think we're done then, right?